Okay, Vir, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Thank you so much for taking today's call.
No, no, no.
Just to get started, I wanted to let you know that eBoss Canada is a website for aspiring performers, including comedians. We wanted to have a chance to chat with you to give everyone an insight as to your journey.
Okay.
Okay. So to begin with, I want to congratulate you because I know that last month you were named Variety's 10 Comics to Watch for 2017. So congratulations.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you.
Where were you when you heard that news?
It was 3 o'clock in the morning in India. My agency, one of my agents called me, and I didn't hear the phone ring. Then my manager called me and I didn't hear the phone ring. And they called me 6 times until I woke up. And so I thought something had gone horribly wrong. We have some stuff that we're developing in America right now, and I thought something had fallen through. And then basically I got on the phone and the whole agency was on the phone, all my agents and my manager. And they were like, this has happened. So I was in Mumbai, and my bulldog was wondering what the hell was wrong with me and why I was pacing around.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
At the beginning of your career, what kind of daytime jobs did you have to sustain yourself?
I had a bunch of shitty jobs. I was a telemarketer for an international sports management firm in Chicago. I was a waiter at the Grand Lux Cafe on Michigan Avenue. I was a security guard for a bit. I sold kitchen knives door to door. And then when I went back to India, I used to do then I started getting into entertainment, basically.
Right. And what were the biggest challenges when having to manage the creative process of comedy while having those daytime jobs?
At the risk of sounding arrogant, I never really prioritized the jobs. It was just something to make rent, but I never really dedicated myself to them at all. I knew this was what I wanted to do since a very young age, was either acting or comedy.
Right.
So if an interview came up or an audition came up or a piece of work came up, I quit my job that day. So it was never really something I had to manage. It was just something that I did when I did not have entertainment things going on.
Got it. So based on your personal experience, which city would you say makes better comics?
That's a tough one because I wish I could tell you from an American perspective or from an Indian perspective, but I perform in so many places. But I'm kind of like the outsider who's working inside every scene, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
I come to America and I sell many tickets, but I'm not really part of the American comedy scene. Why we were so excited about Netflix and Variety is because it kind of bona fide put me into the American comedy scene, which is something that I'd wanted to be in for a while. So I'm looking forward to finding that out. I think New York is one of the best comedy crowds, simply because I think you really, really have to be good to get on stage in New York. Because they've seen good comedy. It's not a touristy kind of crowd either. There's an edge to the crowd. So I like New York and Mumbai for that reason.
Okay. And have you ever experienced anxiety or stage fright before a performance? And if yes,
every show. I'm horribly nervous before every show. I think if you don't want to throw up before you go on stage, there's something wrong.
So how do you handle it?
I think it's energy you learn how to channel, after a while. I've not been doing this very long. I've been doing this about 9.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's, you learn to keep that nervous energy and carry that almost like a ball in your stomach, and walk out on the stage with that heat in you, and then slowly release that through punchlines. It's kind of a almost chakra thing.
Got it. Okay. And on April 25th, your Netflix A Broad Understanding was released.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
How long was that in the making?
That took about a year, because the thing is, Netflix saw me at a club at the Improv in LA, and then they offered us a special, and there was an option to either shoot the special in America or to shoot the special in India. In which case, it would be two very different shows. But the minute we decided to do it in both, and then to do it between a stadium and a comedy club, etc., the writing of the show really changed. It became very thematic writing rather than just generic stand-up writing. So, then a good year of writing went into that.
I must congratulate you. Like, I was reading, doing some research on you and reading up on you, and I'm just like, just go. So,
Thank you.
What can Montreal expect from you?
I think that the show is a little more, I feel like the Netflix special was my introduction to the world, which was to say, hey, here's me, I exist. And now the show is reasonably more personal and reasonably more edgy, because now I feel like we know each other.
Right.
So I think this is like the second time we have sex. That's what this show is. The tentativeness is gone, and there's more recklessness and abandon and just more me in this show. So we're going to be talking about me growing up in Africa and growing up in India. There's talk about breakups or about how I met my wife. There's talking about feminism. I talk about Islamophobia. I talk about loss, losing everything when we were 12 years old, things like that.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a definite context to being an Indian in a global world.
Right. And is this your first time in Montreal and your first time with Just for Laughs?
I came here last year to do 5 minutes. So basically, last year I did the Kevin Hart, the LOL taping.
Right.
So I did 5 minutes, but I flew in the afternoon, did my 5 minute set, and flew out at 6 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't really experience it at all. But this time it's been, we've had a sold out run. We're doing 2 galas, the variety thing. So I feel like I'm really doing the festival for the first time.
Yes, we're all looking forward to it. 2 more questions for you. Looking back at your career, is there anything you wish you had done differently? And if yes, can you share?
I think, I took this America journey reasonably late in life. Mm-hmm. I'd been doing Bollywood movies for about 8 years. I've been doing stand-up in India for about 8 years as well. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I was ready to do it for the first 5 years in my career, But I wish I'd gotten on a flight to America maybe in the 6th year of my career instead of the 8th year of my career, because I feel like I would have learned a lot more. Because I've learned so much in the last year of my life.
Right. And can you tell us a little bit about your upcoming projects?
So there's about 2 Bollywood movies. I'm on a world tour right now. So, we're doing 26 countries in 6 continents. We're doing, 5 continents, where we've got something in development for American television. I'm writing my new special, and I've got a band which is working on a music album. So that's my year.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for giving us your time today.
All right. Well, hopefully you'll come and check out the show on Thursday. Come and see the show. It'll be fun.
We will. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Cheers.
Stay amazing.